later, that's fine. So firstly, I want to welcome all of you and thank you very much for joining me today. Um, Lisa, I'm not sure if you know this yet, because I know we used to work together, but I've kind of switched industries. So I'm
Yeah.
actually, for the past year, been working in health and wellness. And throughout that course was when Rebecca reached out to me. And it was probably almost a month ago now that she reached out and said, hey, I've come across something that is unlike anything I've ever seen. I really think you need to check this out because I can't even explain it. Hey, Penny, stop it. Sorry, that's my dog.
You have a
And
cute dog.
so, yeah, so I did check it out. And what was amazing was she was right. Like I couldn't even explain it, but I've never come across anything like it. And so what it was is it's a company called BioRains, and they're an extended arm of a biotech company that's been around in the United States for 10 years, called Pyxis Biologics. And they're responsible for this incredible technology that takes things like CBD or curcumin, which is an extract of turmeric, and they turn it into water almost so that your body can absorb all of it, like 100% of it, right? Most of the time when we're eating stuff, it goes through our digestive system and we might absorb maybe 10% of it into our bloodstream if we're lucky, right? And so the effect that it has on our bodies when we can absorb all of it is incredible. And so this company a few weeks ago, in response to COVID-19, created a brand new product called BioDefense. And in the short amount of time it's been out, people have been taking it. The impact it's been having on their lives is mind-blowing. Because I'm not very good at science, I actually failed biology and chemistry in high school. We're going to play a short video that will kind of show you what the product is about and explain a little bit what it does for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
The shirt is to fit your skin.
Today, we live in a world of awareness. We are all connected about what we take in and how our bodies react. Our world is more connected than ever. We are all exposed to harmful germs and bacteria every day. So, what is the optimal way to support our immune system and naturally defend our body against the pathogens around us?
There is no way to guarantee that we will never suffer from a specific infectious disease, but there are steps we can take to generally protect ourselves, like coughing and sneezing into disposable tissues, frequently washing our hands with soap, and not touching our face. But for people who want to do more than this, BioRains can offer them BioDefense. BioRains' exclusive BioCX oil-free water dissolvable complex helps these amazing ingredients absorb into the body and helps enhance your immune system for an extra layer of defense against potential harmful agents. BioDefense leads with the power of curcumin and also includes 13-beta-glucan and epigalactocatechin-3 gallate, which is a green tea extract. These molecules may have antioxidant benefits to your body. They may also help your liver, your blood vessels, your heart, and stimulate your immune system. They boost the ability of specific cells in the immune system to better destroy pathogens. And in this way, they increase your resistance to infection. On top of that, there is vitamin D3 and quercetin. Vitamin D may be known to enhance the mood and also help decrease vulnerability to infection. Quercetin works great as a partner to EGCG. They work together to increase each other's bioavailability and antioxidant properties.
To try BioDefense, place 1 dropper of a tincture underneath your tongue. Hold the tincture in your mouth for 30 seconds and then swallow. Another way to take BioDefense is to add a dropper of tincture to a drink. Let BioDefense help your efforts to protect your immune system today.
Yeah, pretty neat, hey, that a company just goes, well, I'll make something in response to COVID-19 that quickly. It's pretty incredible. So the other aspect I kind of want to introduce you to is, you know how with most businesses and most companies, they have a mission statement, right? And so what's special about BioRains is not only is there a mission statement, they actually have a heart beating within the company. And that heart belongs to the chemist who actually discovered the technology. So I'm going to play for you a audio clip of his story as to how he fell upon this technology, and also why he continues to work so hard and inspires so many of us to support his cause. It's quite moving.
My life mission began the day that my father was diagnosed, especially after the oncosurgeon decided to give my dad the expiration date. My father asked a question to him. Hey, Doc, how long do I have to live? He says, I don't know. He says, but typically, he says, 2 weeks, maybe 2 months. My father just looked at me like, what is this? And I stood up. I said, don't listen to him. You trust me? We can do this together. We can fight this. I can do this. The fire I had at the time to want to change everything and make my father better. That was the driving force of this technology that was soon to be brought out. My father got to live close to 4 years, about 3.5 years. And after that, I realized, I said, I'm not gonna let my father's death go nowhere. We pushed to make the product more bioavailable. And that's how this product, or these products that we've made, have been applied because of my father. It's not about having materialistic things in life. I don't need anything else except knowing that, you know what, somebody out there is feeling better. That's important to me. I don't need anything else. It's about helping, doing good and helping people, increasing their quality of life. That day on, I discovered my mission. This wasn't only about my father. This was about everybody.
Yeah, pretty amazing, hey? It's a pretty touching story and a real motivator for a lot of us in the company. So speaking of the company, I'm, as you know, relatively new. Still learning a lot. So that's why I've reached out to a couple of experts in the company to talk a little bit more about BioRains and the various products that they have. So this couple is, I kind of like to think of them as and don't laugh at me, but they remind me a lot of Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis in terms of the way that they're a powerhouse within this company. They are one of the powerhouse couples for us. She is someone who has extensive experience in business, and she's got 15 years under her belt as an owner of a variety of businesses in the multi-level marketing world. Together they are an integral part of the international growth of this company. I don't even think their kids know how lucky they are to have them as parents. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Erin and Jessica.
Well, hello, and I have never been so flattered in my life. I mean,
exactly. Where do we send the check? That was
I
awesome.
know. I'll take that any day. You're my new favorite. Well, just thank you for having us on. I appreciate it. Yes, we have had many years in this industry, have seen a lot happen in this industry, but I will speak from my perspective on the business side, and then Erin can talk about the technology and just the things that are coming down the pipeline. But for me, being in this industry, we're always looking for something that's unique, first to market, something that nobody else has or can duplicate, right? Because we need to set ourselves apart from the masses. And why would somebody want to, purchase from us or partner with us in this venture? So when we were told about BioRains, at first I just looked at it as like just another Me Too company. But then I started understanding the technology side of this. And that's really where I knew this was something that was going to change, or we call revolutionize, the health and wellness industry, because of what we know that's out there, and with what this company can do by making it 100% water soluble. Nothing else exists on the marketplace. Now, I will share, I know that you are in Canada, and I know that there are the Canadian laws with the hemp CBD coming from the US to Canada. But I just have to share, one of the things that really grabbed my attention is the fact that this company has 0 oil in their product. And that has never been done before. So when you look at the market of the CBD and, hemp space, you think CBD oil, hemp oil, that's all people know. So when we have something that can truly revolutionize that part of our vertical, it sets us aside, because, right now companies all over have the product. So which makes, so now you can decipher, what is a better product to use. But not only that, we are going down other verticals, right? Because we know that the laws for Canada, we're working through those right now with the CBD hemp space. But we are coming out with other products in the future, like collagen. I was a part of a company that has probably the best, I don't want to say the best, but one of the most influential collagen companies, in the world. And they couldn't even make it 100% absorbable, bioavailable. So with us having that, I truly feel that we are going to be a company, once again, that is going to change the space of health and wellness.
Yeah, and that all comes back to what Tomoko talked so eloquently about at the very beginning of this is we're taking digestion out of the process. And that's ultimately, and I've been, in the health and wellness field, the health and fitness field for many, many years now. And I love health, I love fitness. And part of that is naturally always going to be supplements and supplementation. And again, like Jessica said, when we first heard about this, it just felt like, okay, next, on to the next. But when we found out that there was a technology component, and specifically started looking at what the technology component was, taking digestion out of the equation, you just have to kind of sit back and just feel the gravity of that for a second, because literally every supplement that's on the market today, it has to process through the gut. It has to process through the liver. It is absorbed through the digestion process, which means that, unfortunately, you go out and spend $100 on supplements. The value you get out of that is, if you're lucky, somewhere between $10 and $30, meaning the other $70 went to waste because it actually just passed through your system and it gave you no value. What they've created, what they did here was they have done what people thought, what many people thought impossible for a long time, and that's the beauty of science. Everything's impossible until it becomes possible, and that's exactly what's happened here, because they've created a water delivery system. They've done that through bonding these different supplements, whether it be CBD, whether it be curcumin, whether it be collagen down the road, and all of these other things. And they've tested these processes. So we already know we can do these things. We can do this with just about anything. We can bond it to a medical grade carbohydrate that then just bonds with water. Meaning when it goes into your mouth, when you take it in, when you take that tincture and drop it in, whatever it is, the body recognizes it as water and uptakes it immediately. Meaning that all that 10% absorption, 20% absorption, 30% absorption isn't an issue with our products, because they're recognized and uptake or taken up into the body just like water, and you get all the value, all the benefit of everything that you're putting in. So we really are reinventing the wellness industry, and it is exciting. It's exciting to be a part of it. It's exciting for me, and I know a lot of other people who love health and wellness to see this, because I don't think a lot of people who even are here and know about this understand exactly what this is going to do to an industry realistically across the world, because we have taken an entire industry and flipped it on its head.
And I will share that I was part of a study that corporate did with EEG study. So what we did was we had these like crazy little contraption things on our head, and it gave the imaging of our brain. And it showed the inflammation that I had in my brain that was very severe, right? And then I took BioRains. In less than 5 minutes, it was actually less than 3 minutes, we could see that it passed through the blood-brain barrier and entered into, I mean, like my scores say it all. We're bringing it up for you right here. So you can see right here. So do you want to talk about, because you're good at that.
Yeah, so basically the scores here, as you see over on the far right side of the screen where it says Z-scores. So the Z-scores, and again, you can see the different areas of the brain, delta, theta, alpha, and these are different areas of the brain. The score, basically, a healthy score in your brain is somewhere in the line of 3 to 4 or less. Now you can see here she had a little irritation going on in the brain that day, the thing is, what we saw with use of this product was literally within, as Jessica said, 3 minutes or less. It was whatever that time frame was that they went from her ingest or taking it in to they started doing the readings. You can see how those scores reduced. Reduced scores obviously are better, and this is only possible by passing through the blood-brain barrier. And again, this is a CBD curcumin product. So, and the thing about well, there is no other documented, proven water-based CBD product in the world today. This is the only one, and we have the evidence to prove that because there is no oil in it, because it is taken up just as water, it passes through that blood-brain barrier almost immediately. And these scores are actually dramatic reductions. So it is really quite a breakthrough, because in your body, you have CB1 and CB2 receptors in your body that are actually ready to absorb and utilize CBD. And a lot of them are in your brain. And your brain, of course, is the motor to your entire body. So if you can hit those receptors, you can basically affect change throughout your entire body. And we can do that in, well, we've proven to 120 seconds or less.
Yeah. So in conclusion with all this, yes, we did this with the daily, the CBD product, but because of our technology, you can see that it is working. You can tell that, you know, our products do pass through the blood-brain barrier, and people are seeing significant results, not only, you know, on the outside, but clearly on the inside, where we might not always see what's going on in our brain. So, yeah. So just from that, can I answer any questions that you might have, or any comments that you might have that we can talk about?
So is this something that you have to take daily for it to work, I guess?
Yes. So all of our products are meant to be taken on a daily basis. So like the BioDefense, that's something that you would want to take in prevention too, right? To help boost your immune system. And they did create that. And I'm sure that you heard about the ingredients. You could actually look up those ingredients on NIH to see actually what they do. It's way beyond what we can even put in writing because of compliance reasons. But it helps significantly.
Yeah, and you've actually had the opportunity to try some of these products. Can you talk a little bit about, how it made you feel, like the differences that you felt when you experienced it?
Yeah. So, well, I'll just talk about two products that made a huge difference in my life. One was the Limitless, and this doesn't even really have anything to do with the CBD component of it. It has to do with the nootropic. That every time I take it, there is you get this energy with it, and it's not like that crazy energy like you just drank a pot of coffee, right? And then all of a sudden you're just gonna go crash. This is like keeping you even with energy throughout the whole day, to where at the end of the day you're like, oh my gosh, I got so much done today, and it was all on point. It wasn't like when you're super energized, your wheels just keep spinning. It was more of like tasks are on point. With that, it also helps curb your appetite. So, I mean, right now I need that more than ever because I feel like I'm totally eating out of boredom. It is killing me. But yeah, so that one is one of my favorites. The other one is our sleep product, because for me, I always am going, right? And my mind is racing and racing and racing. I mean, you probably saw my scores. You could see how a little my brain works, right? So at the end of the night, I would go to bed and I would literally crash right when my head hit the pillow. But what would happen was I was so mentally exhausted that I would just fall asleep. But then I would wake up between about 3 and 4 in the morning, and my wheels would just start spinning again. So I just get up and then go about my day. I mean, there's so many times he knows he would get up and just be like, what are you doing? Why are you up so early? And it's like, it just got so common, right? So when I took the sleep, what I was finding is I would fall asleep and I'm not getting up in the middle of the night at all. I am like so thankful because I wake up, I feel rested. I'm not groggy. I might not be getting a whole lot done at 3 or 4 in the morning anymore, but hey,
I'm thankful too.
yeah, my sanity is back, right? So I'm just getting that deep sleep that we need to be in.
Yeah, I can throw in there as well. I mean, I got my first kind of moment with this company literally within a half an hour of walking through their doors when we went to look at it. I sat down in the office and immediately tried the CBD product, and we had just spent 6 hours on the road driving there. I have bad joints and I have bad everything. I've been lifting weights for years, so my shoulder was all locked up from driving for 6 hours, and immediately took it, and just in the course of conversation, not even kind of realizing what was going on, it just hit me about 15 minutes later that I wasn't experiencing that pain that I was having when we walked through those doors. And the only thing that had changed was I had used that product. Now I will tell you, since then I continue to use it, and I love it. I believe 100%, 110% in what it's doing to help. And I will tell you as well, we have multiple products, as Jessica said, and one of them is it's a cream. It's an external cream and a dermal cream, and it is. I have terrible tendonitis in both my elbows, in my knees, and that is the most powerful thing I've ever used, and it lasts for hours and hours and hours. Now, to your question of do you have to keep taking it? It is a supplement. These are supplements. We don't offer any cures, nor can we. If it was a cure, it would be controlled by government agencies. These are supplements, and the thing is, we keep a constant flow of them in our body, and it'll do great things for us.
Yeah, and the biodefense, our whole family takes it, and we'll always take it because we want our immune system to stay healthy. I mean, we were talking, regardless when this whole COVID thing is over, right? Cross fingers. But we'll always take that in our family just because, I don't want my daughter to get sick. I don't want her, she already suffers with allergies, right? So it's going to keep helping her and keep helping our family well beyond anything that's happening right now.
Wow. That's incredible. I can't wait for my supply to come.
It'll be there any day, I think, right, Rebecca? Yeah.
Oh, wow. That'll be amazing. Yeah, I'm just so curious to try it because we're heading into, well, it's snowing here in Calgary, but we're technically in spring, which means hay fever season, right? So I'm curious to see if it might actually do something to stop me from having hay fever, which would be fantastic. Because, right now it's not a good image to have an Asian going into a grocery store sneezing. So that could have disastrous results out here. So,
They'll kick you out.
but yeah, it'll be very cool to try it out for sure. So, do you have any other questions, Lisa, at all? Anything that you're curious about, or kind of,
So
really
how
hit you?
long does a bottle last?
It's a 30 milliliter bottle, correct?
So if you
It's a
take
30.
1 milliliter a day, it will last you
Like a
for
month,
30
guess.
days. I will share with you that we do have a extra strength version. And I mean, I love it when I save people money, and I like to save money. So when you get the extra strength version, if you don't need the full dose, you just take half, and the extra strength will last you for 2 months. I know you guys didn't know that, did you?
My mind just went.
Yeah, so like my daughter and I share the extra strength version, right? Because she takes half, I take half, and it lasts us. Now, when it comes in, well, when she gets sick very easily, like she always just gets a cold or something. So I like just to make sure that it stays in her system all the time. But yeah.
So
So
that
there's some-
extra strength, it's a droplet, right? How do you share a drop?
Well, it just goes under your tongue. You just don't eat or touch. You just drop it in.
Right,
I'm
but then the
The
extra,
dropper measures 1 milliliter, is that right?
The what?
Drop it full.
The dropper actually measures, like if you fill the whole dropper up, that's 1 milliliter, right?
Yeah,
if you
but they have it to where when you squeeze the top, it only fills half. So
okay.
therefore, you would just take 2, which I like. So then you don't have to, try to squeeze some out or whatever. It just comes in as a half a milliliter, and it's perfect.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay.
very
Interesting.
cool.
So Rebecca, are you using it?
I am just getting my product on Monday. So
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
tried it yet. No, like
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
just came in for Canada. So it really is just completely brand new
Brand-
together. And actually, if you guys, Jessica and Aaron, just elaborate, it's actually only been around, meaning the company, the network marketing portion, for a short time. And so it's really just starting in Canada. It's not even soft launched the company yet. It's very, very ground floor. So we have lots of new stuff coming our way, and nobody even knows about us. Like,
It's crazy, yeah. Like no one's even heard of.
No.
Yeah.
I've
So
never come across.
the company has been around for I would say not even a year, maybe right around a year. But they didn't have anybody. They didn't know how to do network marketing. They didn't have people in the company that were network marketers. So they literally grew organically just by sharing these products with their friends and family. So then some friends of ours actually joined, and when they joined, one of the stipulations was Canada has to launch. Typically, the company would have just stayed in the U.S. until until it started building up. But one of their stipulations was we have to have it open in Canada because we have a large network there. So with the Canada, I don't even know how it's Canada laws, the health laws, you can't take CBD from the US and ship it across the border. So that's when we came out with the biodefense, but it just was kind of all in that timing. I don't want to say perfect timing because I don't think that COVID is a perfect timing, but it kind of all synergistically happened right then and there. So now we are going to be launching into Canada, or we're going to be creating other products without the component of the CBD to bring into Canada. Now, are they working on bringing that aspect in? Yes. Can I guarantee anything? No. It's all in, the hands of the government. But I know that the company is working on a lot of things to help find a way to work with, I think, what is it called? Health Canada? Is that what you call it? Health Canada, to get in the CBD. But if not, we do have the other products that are 100% absorbable, which once again, nobody else has in the world.
And we're also looking, they're actually trying to expedite very quickly a fulfillment house up there so that product can go out and reach your all doorsteps much quicker.
Sorry, Justin, Aaron, where are you guys from, or where are you guys located?
We're in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, Phoenix.
I know, kind of jealous.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's raining today. I told you the weather is like obscenely weird across everywhere. I mean, we should be in the hundreds by now, and we're in the 70s with rain.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's better than snow.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We'll
Tomoko.
say that.
And I woke up to snow plows. I'm like, what?
We come to Phoenix by way of Washington State, so we're used to 10 months of wet weather. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Oh,
similar to Vancouver, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
okay.
much so. Yeah. Do you have any other questions at all, Lisa?
No,
I know
I'm
this is
good.
probably gonna hitting you out of nowhere and probably a bit shocked, kind of like I was when Rebecca told me about this company. Like, I don't understand. What do you mean 100%? There's no such thing.
Well, I can't wait till you guys try it, and then you guys can
Yeah.
tell me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to. I really appreciate you taking the time today, Lisa. I know you're super busy. I'll catch up with you after this just to check in. But thank you all for coming and taking the time today. I realize it's Easter long weekend.
Yeah.
Same here. I know.